Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and yep, let's just get right into it. We could see that right now Bitcoin is at $41,080, and we had a nice little sideways action day today. We did dip down to 40,500, but we quickly reversed back up. Now we're sitting at a daily DBSI of 14 and a -3 on the bottom, with a little bit of a red dot on the daily time frame. Money flow starting to come back into the green on the daily. We do have a red dot right now on market cipher B, so we might take another dip towards the downside. But again, a lot is going to be reliant on what the traditional markets are going to do, and right now it looks like the traditional markets could be continuing the downtrend towards as we get rejected right here at some resistance levels, but for the time being, in my opinion, things are not looking that great. The DXY is starting to come back up. Looks like we are holding this white line as support. So if the DXY starts to climb back up, then you're going to see Bitcoin start to go down. And again, big day today in the bond market. The 10-year bond is now up to 2.32% at the moment, breaking a 40-year trend, as we can see. We did break it a couple months back, but we didn't really see any significant moves until the rate hike. And as we can see right now, bond yields are starting to spike up like crazy. As you can see, the daily candle today, pretty big move for the bonds. And again, this may not seem like a big move, but for bonds, it's a pretty significant move in just one day. The monthly time frame really shows you how this entire downtrend is depicted, and we could see that in 2018, the stock market correction / recession, this was the last time the Fed raised put in their last rate hike, and from there on it was downhill in the markets, and then these had to lower rates significantly until now. We're starting to raise rates when the economy is weaker, we have more debt and higher unemployment. So I don't know what the Fed's thinking, but anyways, we do have a substantial amount of inflation, but we're gonna see how this is gonna play out. Again, moving on, we can see that right now Bitcoin is getting rejected at 41,500, so a good point to short would be around this area. Again, take profit would be around 39,172. We could see that we do have some resistance in this chart right here. Let's take a look right here. There we go. Bitcoin seems to be in this symmetrical triangle right here. If we do come down, we're going to see some support come in around 38,638. Let's put a little bit of a marker right there. Probably going to post this in the Discord after, so if you guys haven't already, you guys can join the Discord. You get access to all my charts. And let's put a price marker. Where's my price markers at? I'll just take my favorite toolbar out. There we go. Get my price marker right there. You can see 38,603 is going to be some sort of support, and you can see that we are going to come at resistance at 41,959. So if you want a good point to short, you guys can short around this area, maybe write it down. Again, we made a nice little trade the other day, so if we do come back to that area, I'm going to be looking to short, maybe make it 8% gain right there. Again, with leverage, you can make it 160% depending on how much you use. Right now, Ethereum is starting to follow Bitcoin as well, trying to hold 2890 as support, but again, if that breaks, we're going to see 2623 pretty quickly, and we have some major support coming in at 2300 and 2400 as well. So keep an eye on that. Again, we are bouncing off this trend line right here. As we could see, it was resistance. We broke out, flipped that support, bounced perfectly, and then if you guys would have caught this bounce, you would have made a nice little profit right there as well. Would have made over 4% with leverage. You could have made it 80% or 400% like Wavebreaker. Wavebreaker likes to use a 100 leverage in the Discord, so things are looking pretty good for him. Doing quite well. Anyways, moving on to something I really want to talk about. You guys want to take a look at the hash ribbon indicator. So this indicator right here, you could see back in near the middle of 2021 in May, we saw that capitulation happen, the hash ribbons crossed, and then we had a 50% decline shortly after. So they crossed back here when we bottomed out, right? We had a big pump up, 20%, faked everyone out. A few weeks later, boom, 50% correction towards the downside. Again, we saw something similar happen back in 2017 when the price was trading a little bit sideways and less volatility and less volatility. We saw the hash ribbons get extremely close, a capitulation cross, and then from there on, right after that cross, a couple days later, 18 days later, or 20 days later, depends what you want, we had a 50% correction towards the downside. Again, this played out over many days, and we eventually bottomed out, and then our buy signal came in, and from there on, if you would have bought at the hash ribbons, you would have made a nice 301% profit. So right now we are getting something sort of similar to what happened in 2017, and again, the hash ribbons are getting extremely close to crossing. They haven't crossed yet. You know, we have gone very close before, as we could see right here during the bull run in March 2021. The hash ribbons got extremely close, but they didn't cross and they didn't capitulate. Now we did get 2 capitulations here, and eventually the Bitcoin price corrected 50%. So do I expect something like this similar to happen? It's possible. I will see it out that it's very possible, since the weekly time frame is again pretty bearish in my opinion. But you know, the money flow is starting to come back up right now, but things can change. You know, 5 days and 23 hours left in a week, the price could come down significantly, pushing the money flow into the red. So just take that into consideration, guys. Don't go all in, start longing. Just do your own analysis, and if you think that it's a good time to go all in long, then by all means you could do it. Not financial advice, but you know, I would never go all in one trade. Anyways, moving on, we could take a look at the hash ribbons once again. If we do cross, it's possible that we get a capitulation all the way down, you know, 50%, but this doesn't mean it's always going to be a capitulation. We have seen a Bitcoin cross during when the bull run was getting started, a capitulation cross on the hash ribbons, and then from there on the price kept moving up, but eventually we did get that, you know, a pretty substantial correction. If you guys remember, when we went from 19,400 and we dropped down 50% in a couple of days, and that was pretty substantial. But right after that, we got that last buy signal, and from there on we had a huge run up, 241% for the Bitcoin price, which was extremely good. So keep an eye on that, guys. So in the coming days, it's very possible that the Bitcoin hash ribbons may cross. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for your support. If you haven't already, you guys can join the Discord channel, help support the channel, and you get access to all my charts, my investment strategy, and to the Google Sheet. So if you guys want the Google Sheet, make sure when you join in, you send me your Gmail so I can give you access. Anyways, if you haven't already, definitely sign up for BigCatTrading.com. Helps us support the channel as well, and that's where I do all my trades. Peace.